How are you? Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? Espero que estén teniendo un muy bonito domingo. I hope that you're having an excellent Sunday. Yo soy la maestra Celia. I am teacher Celia, and I am really happy to talk to you again. Estoy muy contenta de hablar otra vez con ustedes. Y el tema del día de hoy está un poco difícil, pero no tanto. The topic of today, it's a little bit hard, but not that much. It's more like for advanced students. But I think it's really important to introduce yourself in the tense of future in Spanish, because if you know, we have a lot of tense in Spanish. I think we have 20, no, 27, or I think we have a little bit more. I have to search that for later. But before I start, I just want to remind you that we provide Spanish private lessons and we teach children and adults starting 3 years old and up. Call or text us. The numbers are here below, so you can call us and schedule a private lesson with us. So if you don't know in what level of Spanish you are and you want to know, or maybe you want to improve your speaking or your writing, we can help you with that. So call us or text us and schedule a class, okay? Muy bien, very good. So let's start. Vamos a empezar. Let me share with you my screen so we can see, so we can learn the future in Spanish para que aprendamos el futuro, ¿ok? El tiempo futuro en español es principalmente para hablar de situaciones que no han ocurrido y se espera que ocurran. So, the tense of the future in Spanish is when you're talking about something that you expect to happen and it hasn't happened yet, right? Like a premonition, or maybe when you are planning a road trip, right? Or just want to travel and you are planning everything. Planear un viaje. Planear, plan a trip. ¿Ok? Planear un viaje. ¿Ok? Muy bien. So let's start. If you are a more advanced student, you will know that every single verb we conjugate it with the pronoun in Spanish. For example, comer. I think everyone knows the verb comer in Spanish. If you don't have any long knowledge in Spanish, you will know the verb comer. Comer, in case you don't know, eat. Comer, eat. So, yo como. Yo como pizza. I eat pizza. That's the present. So we're going to conjugate it, as you can see in the screen, in every single with every single pronoun. We have 3 endings of the verbs ar, ir. Okay? So for example, with yo amaré. Okay? Amaré, it's from the verb amar, to love. Yo amaré. Okay, that's the future. Yo amaré. I will love you. Tú amarás, you. Él o ella, he or she, amará. Nosotros amaremos. We, okay, we. Vosotros, remember that vosotros is it's a pronoun that it's only used in Spain. Uh, and for example, in Latin America, we usually don't use it. In my case, I never use it in my life, so it will depend. Ellos en ustedes amarán. Okay? These are the endings of the verb. I think it's easier to see it this way, so you can know how the word is gonna change, how the verb is gonna change. Because, for example, um, with any verb that ends with ar, ir, the only thing that you're going to do is gonna take these endings and add these ones. Okay? So let's see some sentence, okay? So we have these verbs that you usually use it when you're traveling, okay? Confirmar, confirm, alojar, that means to stay, viajar, travel, aterrizar, landing, cancelar, cancel, okay? Confirmaré mi vuelo. I'm going to confirm my flight, okay? Alojar, me alojaré en el hotel Best Western. I'm going to stay at the Best Western Hotel. Viajar, viajaré a Grecia. I'm going to travel to Greece. Aterrizar, aterrizaré en Italia. Después volaré a Grecia. This one is a complicated sentence. I'm gonna land in Italy and later I'm gonna fly to Greece. Cancelar. Cancelaré mi viaje. I'm going to cancel my flight or my trip. Okay? So I know that sometimes imagine that this is actually it. If you see it, it's really short, but what it's actually uh, good to keep improving your Spanish is keep practicing. It's the only way you can keep improving. I always say this to the students, like it's better when you sit down and start like with all the verbs you know, because sometimes we know Spanish, like we know the basics of comer, dormir, cantar, you know, all the basic verbs that maybe you learn at school or something, and the only thing that you need to keep improving is this little chart. So in this chart, you are visualizing, for example, ar. Okay, what verb ends with ar? Cantar, sing. Yo cantaré, tú cantarás, ella cantará, nosotros cantaremos, ellos cantarán, ustedes cantarán, right? And then you think maybe about a verb that ends with er. Mm, beber, drink. Yo beberé, tú beberás, ella beberemos, nosotros beberéis, vosotros beberéis, ellos beberán, okay? And you keep doing it with all the verbs, and maybe if you are, for example, like me, I have to write it down like a few times to remember it, but you can keep practicing or maybe on your computer, like making little charts of the verbs you know, just to keep improving. So that will be almost it because I think it's Sunday and we saw grammar today. So I bring you today a phrase in Spanish. This one is papando moscas. Okay? Papando moscas. Moscas, this word here, moscas, are flies. Okay? Flies. Papando moscas is a common Mexican phrase that you're going to hear a lot, maybe with the moms, because you are looking to the nowhere. Like you are not paying attention. You are just like not thinking. Like it's loading inside and you're papando moscas. Like your mom is gonna tell you, hey, deja de estar papando moscas, pon atención, okay? So that's what papando moscas is. I think it's really funny. Um, and yes, that will be everything for today's class. Eso sería todo por la clase de hoy. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. I would love to see you next class. And remember that we provide the Spanish private lessons and we teach children and adults starting 2 years old and up. Call or text us. The numbers are below. So if you know a friend, a family member, even yourself, that want to improve your Spanish skills or want to learn Spanish from zero, we can help you. Just send us a give us a call or send us a message so you can schedule a class. Or if you want to try a class to see how everything's going or in what level you are, we can do that also. And that will be everything. Happy Sunday, muy bonito domingo y nos vemos la próxima clase. Adiós.